Hi sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Nanyacim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash the subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you get notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all, and I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you for always coming back to watch my videos and subscribing. You all are the real MVP. So today we'll be talking about a video. A Mexican actually did this video and was saying that black people cry a lot. Ooh. And I was like, yo, they cry because they don't want to be silenced. They talk because they don't want to keep quiet. They have been through a lot and still going through a lot. And how do you want to shut them up? You cannot shut them up. And I am very sure that a lot of people have benefited from the cry. They have been crying, including Mexicans too. You know what? Stay glued to the screen. Let me roll this clip so we all can hear what he got to say. So here we go.
It's because black people, y'all cry too much. Y'all complain too much. You're victims. Here's the thing. That crying, that complaining is what caused black people to fight. If it weren't for black people put in prison for fighting and getting murked a lot of times, if it weren't for that, a lot of minorities in this country wouldn't have these systemic opportunities that we do today. The irony that I see when I see Mexicans or Mexican Americans tell black people that y'all cry too much, y'all complain, y'all just victims. But it is that crying and that complaining what caused y'all to fight for all of us. For all of us. Literally, we Mexican, and I speak for myself, we're so prideful that we choose to be quiet a lot of times as we're being systemically mistreated and we face systemic inequalities. And due to that is why we as Mexican people are so behind. It's so behind, and we get mistreated so much in this country because we don't complain. We don't cry. We are just bullied around, being pushed around by everybody, as opposed to black people who said, nah, we're going to fight. And that sacrifice while fighting has enabled all minorities, not just Mexicans, Asians, Indians, everybody in this country benefits from the civil rights movements that was fought by black people. So my personal opinion in regards to black people always complaining, black people always crying, we need to stop identifying that as crying and complaining and really call it, we're tired of systemic inequality, systemic oppression, and we are going to finally stand up and change things. That is what a lot of Mexican people can't see. We call that crying, but the reality is that the reason why we are in the conditions that we are is because we don't cry enough. That's because black people.
Yeah, so this is what he actually got to say, and I love the fact that he came out speaking the fact. That alone is great. And the truth is that I really do not know where black Americans draw their strength from, but I mean, it is worth learning, because even with everything you all have been through and all that, I mean, you all are still moving forward. You all are still speaking up. I love the fact that you all do not, like, your voices must be heard, and it definitely will be heard, because some people would actually have backed up, like back off, because they feel like we've been doing this, we've been pushing so hard, we've been trying to, like, get what belongs to us, and it looks like it's not working. It's okay, it's not gonna happen. No, it is not for black Americans. They have been pushing, and still to this very moment they are pushing, and they are working so hard towards what they are aiming at, and that alone is a very big flex. So I really do appreciate you all for that. And the truth is that most of the things they cry out for ends up not even benefiting them. I know what I am saying, but they still do not want to rest. They are always there to, like, shout when there is need for that to happen. And some people are the ones enjoying the fruit of their labor. Yes, you heard me right. I don't want to start mentioning names, but you know what I am saying. Most of their shout, all the crying and all that they've been doing, they are not even the ones enjoying that. other people are enjoying it. Like he said, Mexicans are also the ones, they are not screaming or they are not shouting. But the one black people did, they are like, they are getting from it. And some other people. And it really dawned on me how strong they are as a, as a race. And that I actually appreciate. Let's get into the next video and see what he got to.
That they don't have the money for reparations. However, when the whole war between Russia and Ukraine was going on, America donated over $40 billion over there. What I always say in regards to reparation is America could afford to give black people reparations. They don't want to afford to give black people reparations because to give reparations to such a people, it means that they'd have to even the playing field. And the reality of black people in this country is that black people are a couple of 100 years behind in progress due to the fact that, meanwhile, black people were building this country for free, the white folks were stealing the land, collecting the resources, so pretty much owning as much as possible. So once black people pretty much worked for free and built the country, then white people want to say, okay, let's play even. It's not fair because you want to tell people, let's play fair, but you already have a couple of 100 years head start. So if this were a game of Monopoly, meanwhile, black people were in jail as the start, at the very beginning, white people were playing the game, going around, passing go the whole time, buying up all the properties. Meanwhile, the whole time, black people have been in jail. And then after white people bought all the properties and built their houses and hotels, so to speak, then they want to tell black people, okay, y'all, sorry for being cheaters. And instead of starting y'all where we started in the go, we started you in the jail and we haven't given you the dice this whole time until a couple 100 years later, once we own everything, all the properties and built the hotels and houses, etc. Here, now you could go. Well, at this point, the only reason why black people are going to throw the dice is to land on the property owned by white people, meaning to pay them rent. So that is the reason why reparation is important, because it's giving black people what they never had the opportunity to acquire. All the work that they done, they did it for free. They did it to build the white man's world. So the horrible reality is the fact that you are giving billions, over $40 billion to Ukraine, a country absolutely nothing to do with us, but you refuse to give that same money to the people who you mistreated, systemically oppressed, and have built your white world. And so the reality, the truth is that we could afford to give black people reparations. America definitely could afford to give black people reparations. And it shows by the simple fact that they're just throwing billions of dollars to other countries. We don't owe Ukraine anything. What do we owe them? But the people America, the people who you actually owe money to, you give them nothing. And they're owed this. The point is, America doesn't want to give reparations to black people because let's not give these people a winning chance. That's really ultimately what it is. We don't want you guys to beat us at our own game.
You know, one thing I love about this, I love the fact that he is very solid in speaking the fact, right? And I do not see how, like, the way he analyzed it was just very clear and so easy to understand. And if really they want it, because why are you throwing around billions of dollars to people that you have no connection, like that have done nothing for you and all that? And then the people that helped build America are not getting anything. People you have oppressed from the onset, from the beginning to this very moment, you are still oppressing them. You still do not want to give them anything, but you go around, you move around, giving out money and all that. I mean, I kind of feel like the system was like, not designed, I don't know, but the system was just designed to, like, oppress them, and still, like, they do not want to, They do not want to give power to Black Americans because they know that they as individuals or they as people already have so much power. Yes, this is something you all have to accept. You have a lot of power for just being Black Americans. So they are truly scared that, wait, if we empower them, what is going to happen? So he is going to do the things that, like, the standard people are not supposed to do, and all that. So they are truly very scared. And this is how they will keep being scared till they do the needful, till they do the right thing. Because as it stands, the right thing is what you all have been looking out for them to do. And that is the right thing that, like, everyone also is also looking out for them to do. They have to do the right thing. They have to help pay the people that helped build America. Because after watching most of the things that I have seen so far, and the truth is that you all need reparations, 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 and reparations. It is not just reparation. I mean, more, and more. For all the things, for all the pains, for all the things they have cost you people and still cussing. Anyway, this is where I am going to call it a day. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. I really do appreciate you all and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.